bite. It helps us as politicians.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Hey,
Why do you panic?
the way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pretty
Watch Johnny's bite.
You know, I've watched you. Sometimes our people disagree with you, but I mean, I understand some of your approach. I mean, sometimes we take a hard bite. It helps us as politicians.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Hey,
Why do you panic?
the way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pretty
Watch Johnny's bite.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Wednesday. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. This morning, I trust that you're doing very fine. We are fine here, and we thank the Most High God for giving us the grace and mercy to be here again. Thank you to all our collaborators and stakeholders, as I like to call them, for making sure that we are always airborne, we are always all over the place, we are always telling the good news to the people and to guide the people and to let people know what is happening around our country. I want to say thank you also to all taxi drivers, all trot drivers, and all those who use their ride-hailing services, Uber, Bolt, Yango. I hear that you are loud and clear. People listen to us. There are drivers who listen to us unfailingly, and we want to celebrate you this morning. If you're one of them, beat your chest and be proud that we know that you listen to us and you spend time to also watch us. Let me also say to you this morning that the hashtag is Johnny's Bite. Hashtag Johnny's Bite. Hashtag 3FM Sunrise. That's the hashtag we're using this morning. Like, share, comment, and let the whole world see what's happening here. Transport fares are supposed to have been reduced by 15%, at least since Saturday. We go to the fuel pump. We are excited that the price of fuel is dropping, and somebody whispered that it may drop again sometime this week. I don't know about it. I don't work with the MPA. I don't work with any of the oil marketing companies, so I don't know. I only give you information that somebody who is a trusted source tells me. So we will wait. We will anticipate. But you go to the fuel pumps, you're excited. And then you go to many other places and you see that things are beginning to reduce. But there's a conundrum. The conundrum is that the drivers, or some drivers, are suggesting that because spare parts and other commodities like food, water, electricity, etc. have not reduced, they cannot reduce the transport fares by 15%. They are justified if they say that. And then there are those who also say that, look, if you reduce the fuel prices by 15%, or if you reduce the transport fare, by 15%, then you give us an opportunity to also reduce the prices of our wares and our goods and our services, because ours depend on yours. And we have heard the market women, say almost all the time that, look, they are bringing tomatoes and stuff from neighboring Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, or any of those countries. It takes a toll on them when they have to buy fuel at such exorbitant rates. And so that is what they pad the prices of the commodities with. And then we all have to bear the brunt of that economically to pay for it. So the question is, who goes first? Are we suggesting that those drivers who have already reduced their fares by 15% do not have their heads properly screwed on? And are we suggesting that until people reduce the prices of their wares in the market, we're not going to reduce the fares? Is it a case of anarchy, lawlessness? And where is our transport minister? Where are driver unions? Where are they? Our driver unions, our transport minister, where are they? Is this the national security issue? I don't know. But we must get to the point where if people are benefiting from a certain scheme, they must let it water down and trickle down to the very people at the bottom. As a driver, you are happy to go to the fuel pump and buy fuel less than what you used to buy it for. But you are unhappy to reduce the cost of, or the cost of the fare. And you make excuses for it. So if today somebody comes to say that you have been picked up, you will start crying wolf. Can we be fair with ourselves or to ourselves for once? Can we be fair to ourselves for once? When the fuel prices increase, you are quick to increase the fares. And then they make the give the flimsy excuse of saying that, a certain station master or bookman is supposed to bring us a list, and they have not brought the list. We have not seen the list. I'm told that in a trotro about 2 days ago, everybody had paid their fare. Everybody sat in the vehicle, paid the fare that they knew, the old fare. Because the driver and the mate said, they hadn't heard, they hadn't seen, they don't know about it, about any 15% reduction. They have not seen the list. Everybody paid. Then comes the 6 a.m. news, and then in the news, it is announced by their own leadership that there's a 15% reduction. And then suddenly, everybody in the trotro says, boss, why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we seek to profiteer where we do not have to profiteer? Why? What do we gain from it? And then you find that market women also, the suggestion is that, the dollar rate is coming down. The CD is becoming stronger. You will always hear the conversation that, this is old stock. Fair enough. But how long is the old stock supposed to be there or going to be there? When the prices increase, you still have the old stock there in your shop, but you increase the prices even if you have not gone to buy any new thing. When the prices increase and you have stock in your shop, even though you bought it at the old price or the old rate, you still will go ahead to increase the price. You still will go ahead to increase because you say prices have gone up. Now prices have gone down. The dollar rate is coming down. What are you doing? Are you complaining about old stock? And when you finish, you go to church, you go to the mosque. When you finish doing all of these things, you go to the church, you go to the mosque. And then you go to the markets. And then you want to buy maybe gari or lunka, or you want to buy a margarine thing of gari or rice or wheat or whatever it is. And then you check the container. The container has been punched in. So you're actually not getting value for money. When they finish, they will go to church. You are selling palm oil in this country. Then you add Sudan dye, or what they call Sudan, knowing that you will kill people. And then when you finish, you will go to church. You sell fish in this country. You add formalin to it. Formalin that is used to preserve dead bodies. You add it to it. And then when you finish, you will go to church. You add it to Opoku, you add it to Oda, you add it to Kobe. When you finish, you will go to church. So I ask you the question, what is the essence of the church and the mosque that you attend? What is the essence? How are you living so that people get excited? Look, listen to this driver and this mate.
From Saturday. On kwa ji the old every po. Over and every much 9 city. Every much 9 city.
12 city.
And yes,
Sankara,
okay, 10 city. Okay, Mathematics. Okay, Mathematics. Now this year, I'm finding out this man.
I'm on my list. I'm on my list.
I'm in a good mood.
So, you see, I'm on my list, there's supposed to be a 15% reduction in transport fares when you sit in a trotro, come together as passengers and insist on your right. It is your right. It is a gift from the government to you. When you sit in a trotro, insist on your right. When you sit in a taxi, insist on your right. It cannot be business as usual. Take me to the US, please. The global shame that we had, the global shame that was brought upon us by a few greedy people who we trusted to represent all of us in Washington, D.C. The global shame. No, put out the notice. We're reopening the, the Washington, D.C. office. This is from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Reopening of the Embassy of Ghana in Washington, D.C., United States of America. It's dated April 27, May 2025. May 27, 2025. Following the recall of home-based staff and the suspension of local staff of the Embassy of Ghana in Washington, D.C., United States of America, a team of seasoned diplomats led by an astute diplomat from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has been tasked to run the mission to ensure total systems overhaul, restoring integrity in the embassy's operations, and complete ongoing structural reforms. It is worth noting that an information technology team has already been deployed to reconfigure the website and payment platforms to do away with all unofficial and unauthorized links associated with the IT systems of the embassy. The ministry wishes to inform the general public that the embassy is set to reopen on Thursday, the 29th of May, 2025. We assure the measures have been put in place to clear the backlog. Any inconvenience resulting from our necessary interventions is deeply regretted. All inquiries may be channeled to the following. It's there. And this should not have happened in the first place. This global shame and embarrassment should not have happened in the first place. That you have people working in the embassy representing all of us who were literally siphoning monies between $29 and $60, visa applications and all of that per applicant, and they were collecting the monies. I hope we don't treat the perpetrators with kids' gloves. No. Come to me. I hope we don't treat them with kids' gloves. I hope we actually deal with them painfully so that it serves as a deterrent. And the question I ask is that, so the rest of the IT team, what really were they doing? Were they sleeping on the job or were they struggling to stay awake? Were they sleeping on the job or were they struggling to stay awake? Foreign Minister Kudeto Ablakwa has moved. Better late than never. But we understand that for 5 solid years, 5 years, this was going on. 5 years. 5 years this was going on. 5 solid years. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eko, enyo, ete, eje, enumo. 5. 5 years. How could this not have been detected by anybody? 5 years. If we had the right protocols in place, 5 years. Do you know what this means for bilateral relations? Do we know? Do we know? Do we know? Let me pack it here. Now, take me to the University of Education, Winneba. A lecturer was gruesomely murdered. The University Teachers Association of Ghana there has written a statement. It was written on Sunday the 25th, but I want to read it to you today for good reason. It is to all media house and it is for your attention. The UTAG, UEW chapter has received with deep shock and sorrow the devastating news of the murder of one of our esteemed members, Professor Ketu South, whose body was discovered and exhumed from his residence at Jaheze, a suburb of Winneba. This heartbreaking incident has shaken not only the UEW academic community, but entire nation. UTAG UEW sympathizes with the bereaved family, his students, his colleagues, and the entire UEW fraternity during this difficult time. We extend our deepest condolences and share in their grief. We appreciate the solidarity from UTAG National and UTAG National Executive Council in this uncomfortable period we find ourselves. We equally commend the Ghana Police Service for the swift commencement of investigations and the arrest of one suspect thus far. However, we strongly urge the police to intensify their efforts to ensure that all individuals connected to this heinous act are apprehended and brought to justice without delay. As a union, UTAG UEW remains committed to supporting the investigative process in any capacity necessary to aid in the pursuit of justice. This is not only a matter of accountability, but also a crucial affirmation of the safety and sanctity of our academic institutions. The tragic loss of Professor Amedeke is a stark reminder of the urgent need for enhanced security and protection for members of the academic community and Ifutu communities. We hereby call on the stakeholders, including government, security agencies, and the university authorities, to work collaboratively to ensure that the safety and well-being of all staff and students across the campus. May the soul of Prof. rest in peace, signed by Dr. Bernard Tutubuain, his PhD, is the secretary of UTAG. Also, Stephen Osei Echau is the president, UTAG UEW, and their phone numbers are there. Quite sad indeed. I want to dovetail this into a conversation. It's sad. We remember how, you remember Professor Bennett also at Legon. You remember that? Professor Bennett at Legon, how he was gruesomely murdered in his home. Have we found the killers? I don't know. But this has come to add on to the numbers. You remember Reverend Nyabemado of Assemblies of God? You remember him? Have we found the murderers? I don't know. You remember J.B. Dankwedu? I don't know. You remember Ahmed Swale? I don't know. I can go on and on and on and on about many unsolved murders which have become, if you will, cold cases. Now the conversation is that the people who did that most likely may be living with us. And if we don't apprehend them, we may be in trouble sooner than later. Dovetailing this into what is happening in our secondary schools. You see a student fighting a teacher. I saw one at Accra High recently. I was so angry. So angry. A student fighting a teacher at Accra High School. I was so angry. And then later, I understand that the student that recorded the video, never mind that phones are not supposed to be in the secondary schools, but the student that recorded the video was beaten to pulp by members of the gang of the indisciplined individual who went to fight his teacher. So they are forming gangs in the schools. I have showed you videos of how students are throwing stones at each other. They have machetes and cutlasses and they are aiming at each other. I've shown you videos here. But we all sat down, all of us good men and good women, we sat down in this country when we decided that what we know to be parent-teacher association, we took the teachers out and we had a so-called parents association. We, the good people of this country, we sat down and watched. For political expediency, we sat down and watched and encouraged that nonsense to happen. Parent association. The students have gone to school. They have returned to school. They are in the boarding house. There are housemasters and senior housemasters. They are tutors and governors and whatever it is in the schools. And then we decided that while the children are going to be in school, or while they are in school, the parents will have a role to play, the school will have a role to play, but the teachers who manage the affairs of the students every single day will not have a role to play. We said we had parent association. What nonsense. And all of us sat down and watched, from teacher unions to everybody sat down and watched. We were doing touch and go, touch and go. That nonsense of parent association is what has brought us to this point, where the power to discipline has been taken away from the teachers. When we were in school, though even those who brought that so-called parent association, when they were in school, weren't parents and teachers collaborating to discipline them and to shape them to become what they have become today? Back in the day, your parents will beat you at home and bring you to the school and ask the teacher to continue. Or the teacher will beat you and take you home and your parents will continue. I'm not talking about corporal punishment in this day, but I'm talking about the fact that if a teacher sees a student who is improperly dressed, not properly tucked in, and he says, my friend, please tuck in well. And then the student said, I no go tuck in, what do you go fi do? That is where we have gotten at this point. We have gotten there. We have reached there. The kind of parenting that we provide to the children is suspect. And we sat down and watched and we said, it is parent association. There's no parent-teacher association. It's parent association. Parent association. So teachers were hiding behind WhatsApp platforms, masquerading as parents, to be making suggestions on WhatsApp pages and to be making certain suggestions and demands so that what the students need in the schools would actually be provided. How shameful that you are a teacher and you are afraid because some overzealous politician who had brought their child to school will then go and report you and then you will be dealt with. That is all of us who are good men, we kept quiet. We endorsed the nonsense. Today it is coming back to bite us. A teacher was stabbed in the eye by a student. You remember that? What has happened? Where is GES? Where is the Ministry of Education? It didn't happen under this administration. You can say the Accra High teacher and students thing happened under this administration, but all the others happened in the previous one. Go to WAS, all of those schools. What happened? We said we had parent association. We took the teachers out, and the teachers were also sitting down and watching. Parent association. What we have always known is PTA, or the lie. So when somebody came and because of political expediency says, let's have parent association, I am not in the school. I don't live in the school with the people. You, at some point, were not even allowing parents to visit their children in the name of so-called free SHS. The policy is good. Implementation was bad. We know. We kept quiet. We kept quiet. That is what has brought us to this point. Now, if this is happening to male teachers, where students are beginning to fight male teachers, imagine, think for a second, what could be happening to female teachers? Female teachers who are vulnerable, female teachers who are not physical. Just think, just for a moment, what could be happening to female teachers? And we all sat in this country and watched. You see, you are ashamed. You will be ashamed. You will be embarrassed. We all watched. Nana and Kamasem, we all watched. Meanwhile, it is our children. And I always kept reminding you that those who brought those policies and those initiatives and those directions do not have their children in the schools that we're talking about. Those public schools, those who brought those things, Parent Association, Kominini, all those ones, they don't have their children in those schools. They either fly them out, or if they are here, they attend international schools where the best standards and practices are kept. In those international schools, the parents and teachers and the schools collaborate. They have PTA in those schools. In the schools abroad, they have PTA in those schools. We said we were going to do parent association because we are so wise. Today, our wisdom has brought us on our knees. Hey, take me to 1963, the Daily Graphic. We'll talk about floods a bit. Now, this is a 1963 Daily Graphic. Right, it was in the 60s. It says, when the rains came to Accra, we're talking about floods recently. It didn't start now, but it's gotten worse. When the rains came to Accra. And then on that same front page, you have fast train services planned. Are you thinking SkyTrain? I don't know. And then STC service. I read somewhere it says STC lands, STC buses. So you see, deja vu. This has happened before. And all of it's the same script, different actors, different players. It's playing out. Same script, different actors, different players. In the 60s, we promised ourselves that we will have fast train services. In fact, there's even one, Pope calls for peace. At that time, there had been a new Pope. Now we also have a new Pope, Alai. Deja vu is there. We said that, oh, we're going to have fast train services. It's planned. Show me the rail line at Aveno. This is our rail line. And it is not as if the rail line is not functional. They use it this morning, they have used it. They will use it again in the evening. You find people hanging onto the train as if they are bees hanging on to something. Oh, yes, fast trains planned. This is it. It is in the capital city of the Republic of Ghana. It is not in a bush, Taflache. It is not in a bush. No. It is not in a bush. Now, I'm talking about this and the floods because I want to talk about what's happening on the coast in the Volta region. For a long time, they have had the issues with the tidal waves. Right? And you can clearly see from what's happening on your screens now that the streets or the road has been taken over by sand from the coast. Abochi Philip, good morning. It's been taken over. So the gentlemen are using bare hands to try and dig. Their ancestral homes are gone. I remember in the previous administration, as Senso Boachi was the Minister for Works and Housing, right? When it rained and they had an issue, it was Mamaga Ablajifa Gomashi who took food there first. And then later the Nadmo man who wanted to be MP went there. There was heated exchanges between them. They were promised that the sea defense wall will be built for them. The rest, they say, is history. Now what they are saying is that the NDC only knows their pain in opposition, but in power, they don't know their pain. This is their reality. Like, show me, Future Ghana has a drone shot. Show me. Future Ghana, thank you very much. Look at it. You can clearly see that the sea is coming straight into the town. The sea is coming. It's coming straight into the town. The sea is coming straight into the town. And yesterday, regrettably, I saw some people blaming Honorable Ablanjifa Gomashi, MP for Ketu South. I can beat my chest and say that that woman has done a lot for you if you have suddenly forgotten. Of course, a big man told me once that the markets have no memory. And it is true. But she has done a lot for you. Remember when Nadmo ignored you for about 2 weeks? She brought you food. She brought you clothes. As we speak now, Ablanjifa Gomashi, MP for Ketu South, has lost her dad. Not so long ago, about 2-3 days ago. She's in mourning. So for anybody to come to suddenly suggest that she doesn't care, she's not present, she's absent, I think that's most unfair to Honorable Ablanjifa Gomashi. She's grieving, she lost her dad, but I want you to remember that while in opposition, even when she was disadvantaged, so to speak. The maize and the condo and all those things that she was bringing to you, have you suddenly forgotten? The bags of rice, suddenly forgotten. What could she have done in opposition after making all those statements in parliament? And the government of the day at the time refused. Now there's a new government in town, and the demand must be made of the new government. What is happening to the sea defense war? It is the sea defense war conversation we're talking about. What is happening to it? That is it. Your ancestral homes are being washed away. Your lives are being made difficult. It is okay, we understand. But the demands must be made of the authority. I'll play a final video for you, then we'll close. Yesterday, the health minister, Kwabena Minta Kandra, many people, I think that most of the ministers should be telling people what they do on a regular. Yesterday alone, 4 boards, Medical and Dental Council, Health Insurance Authority, put it there, put the video up there, the collage that we put together. Just put it up there. Kwabena Minta Kandra, MP for Dwaboso. Yesterday, 4. Yesterday, when I went to his office, I felt bad for him because the gentleman barely had food to eat. Meeting people and going up and down, running from parliament, I felt bad for him. I felt very bad for him. But this is what work is doing. And I'm sure that if all the people kept putting up what they do, or keep putting up what they do, I'm sure that their scorecards will be up there. My name is Johnnie Hughes. Have a good morning. Please call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Me am a boss about
No crasher. It's saying
no credit about Cope. Yamiadum. Now, so what to say?
Adum Arakwa. Talk to me.
You did Yamiasi. I like you say you done that Echiao.
Yo, Miss Michel.
Hajia Hawa. Also, Jerry.
Miss Michel. Yes, sir.
Well, foreign ministry as a man, I walk a far Okujetu issue. When they support Okujetu over 1,000%. It's 3 days of Muya Jumai for opening your Chomaka. What is your Chomaka?
Oh, yeah, Chomaka.
No, a critique. Another thing, website. Some critique, different accounts. And you know this car and boom. And you're running a mobile column. The same power when you say from home. About the catcher of my gun, or my gun in Queen, and Yemen Queen, yes, oh my gun, and you better many parts when an MPP, ranking member, chief of foreign affairs, or defenders or no, and then no, more than everywhere, and drawn attention. And draw attention, I did to the one constitution, and what's at the end of the year, and what's the Ayampa. The support of Kudato on the decision you overtake. Almost for when you know, no more fishing can and more my Ghana.
Medasi, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
Thank you so much. About the reduction in fare.
Yes,
Let me tell you, they have these drivers, commercial drivers, some of them almost have a practice even in the past. In the morning, for instance, if it is 2 cities. Right in the evening, they have a way of topping it up, making it to 2 city 50% because it is peak or rush hour.
Right.
So just as we are talking about the reduction, the task force or the police must also check that rush hour in the evening. My brother, a quick one. You see, you were talking about adulteration of most of our food. I vividly support you.
Right.
If possible, have a whole time or a week so that we discuss it in detail.
Right.
Because this is most of the food we eat, whether prepared or not, are most adulterated.
Right.
And I don't know what Food and Drugs Board is doing. For that one, yes, sometimes it's
Food and Drugs Authority.
Even this is the gankenke that we enjoy. Sometimes people use cassava dough.
That's right.
Even I'm told people have to use garden, etc. And all these are poisonous. At the end of the day, we make a U-turn. Our health facility too is also at a limbo. And my brother, for me, health is second to wealth. So if possible, in fact, delve into it deeper for us. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Tony.
Yes, boss. How are you, Chairman?
Frank Naro ni Dominion Mayo.
Yo, meet you.
Tony, anopedi nyamia sunje nkawo.
Nkawo.
Chairman do. Eye data class dia collect. Then Texas ya chairman do a chairman. Ono anso na ya chairman communication officer. Yes, somebody for almost fisi papa inu abre.
Eno de mo party as a modu party officer no mako kame. Sese bi ti o.
it's not a for video. Often, then you walk at your anatomy, often, and then in 3 days, Saturdays, and then 4 days, they could talk at the St. John's, often. Now, they say, keep, woman up for that, keep bear 12, a boom walk, what come on and some more, so woman say, aye, I want to done him home. That's the and cry, yes, I hear you, man, you know, often, yeah, bread, and the event, then you go for an what do you think for that? It's the threat and this in 24. Some is and this by and if of a contra say, Catashe, and then some more gunners come, I will find that they're terminal. Overman running in it. They accept police force, and Kaina count Omunana Shaman Rayadmano, Omunino Manano, Mama of Pierre Runo, or because of a Roma, yes, of the face with Baco, and Manu Yajuma, police in Yanajuma, courts and Yanajuma. Obi bia wadi one Ghana city and running in it. No one says Karamagana. She's a good microphone.
Right.
Do Muhammad Ghana fortunately. That's your number and I have one abasono. You see MBPD never again.
Thank you. Good morning.
Ata Johnny to your day.
Dromo song poto machete.
Imbesi papa inkebuele kemi tuni po nwa akema bubu tu ken gbera na ma cha no chumo no.
Dromo song.
Ata Johnny, if you were you ake scratch a fence scratch to show you where I went by yale. Come on, when you mean mona, I can call ye. You feel no good, you namuku, no kabaka. Oh, in you feel ne ya o juba, I can go more young body. But get a flash, oh, don't pop it, the back of Bomo, a bomb, a voice, one of Bomo by you. We'll be naked, I'm a someone I'm making a TV3B by you. If you can't simply make a book be your Gemelo by your Gemelo. What can what offer? Johnny, the call gun on now more than Acaletine. If it one only one more, your man name me. I've been away, no come on, you Monica say by whenever you walk. Ona, what you like? Bofe Bonnie, I see Baffy, if you want to. 1 minute when you got I never war match. 1 minute you got a war match. What can make a what is what call war match? Well, the match know about would just look about how warning. You know, not to feel. On a enemy no told me. Do not can what I found the last one. Many low market to I was so west wagon. That try me to a gem, make back to Mamma Fayate. Here can hear no, a chairman, I come out, but I can lie. I've been a boy, I can swear. 5 wager. Spoke come here, Jamaica Island. Not by your Mamma Fayake, a Jenaka, a Sajame, ni Emma, prison, Jame, Car Wopo, I was Sanitana Wopuno, I drop Wajame, or what is for Fuye, the car Wajame, okay, you are to me.
Thank you, Radon. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Aziz Zini, me kazafi domi.
Me dasi kasa etio.
That's the kufanya kupo pensa, no yo kesi, ede amagana. Ni adena oda we na kupo Kenya ma. Weda me sire bisa mi pacho also. Chama wu mpemi. Mpacho mra na ne dinana. Nti MPP for no omo pa kresen. Sam na omo wo power no a. Nkrofo a omo ye NDC ni because of omo ye NDC ni mpia. Na omo enye ni biara no a. Mu hwe de mu de aye omo. Even po ukola. O se omo bubu. Inema bi ewo ho. Because of only Pakron, only mo party nintina, who send a Japade. But and no, only pa, only galamse, Eddie Sell, mine, not a brandy dinner, Mussimum penny. What the Mr. Bissau, Muno, Emrano, or Mufan Hifa, or Mumrano, or Mufan Hifa. What I say, it is every year never be not Mr. June, I say, into your new Profoga, and a yet your way move. Because you can't have Brana or move from Rayetuma. Yes, your former president, or yet or got your lawyer. Or your lawyer now, or the Mrana or the Yetumanana. Niansha, Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, what bow, see me, dear, the man there, a bayer Juma. I know, if I need man Yajuma, who they said to Kurunu de Noswa, almost say, hey, who can say, hey, it is Yanwa, can show if I pay your money, one of it may your money. Because Nana Kupa do I feel, or Montenino your money, dollar above for, petrol above for, the above for. And a Johnny for the Munti Namanuswa, can't see Namanuswa, Musi, hey, I get a brand.
Okay, Medasi. Good morning.
Fine morning.
Ninungwa.
Of an amiibo mani
papa blabo.
That job will need to I said, Dan, Bini or your tree papa, no fight or Ghana, ni me kume.
what team me come one night party Ghana no den chere ba bia me omanyaba ole loko the campus mechanic say nobody about the law chama untumi oba social media won hwe nsema oka ene niam oka ofilisa bibi ni wiase ta chese bibi wo wiase nti sanya ade ne kɔ ne nyina onye din na mra ne mbɔ na ɔno nya obehunu na wehunu ewie afesu MPP fo so ɛma mu defend obi a odiemi o ye na yie short masie nobody about the law masem ba ko ni to so mienu especially me bisawo police fo say other MTT do other one o police ni ba ko tumi ko gina kwa na wa stop drivers say or check drivers license or check drivers papers ana me bisa say especially numwa police for on oba ko pe o tumi be gina gina cars e bia na me road ana police gina ntia or person stop by force me bisa was how no IGPT a misire no on hwehwe mu mai at the same time so undina na di moto chase driver no commercial driver ye di moto chase no it misire me da wase na me sure.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny.
Hey, common sense.
God bless you, my brother.
How are you?
To God be the glory.
Great. Talk to
Welcome
me.
back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Johnny, I keep saying that I think you are helping Mother Ghana in more ways. Talk about the indisciplines in our school. That one alone. We have communicators and authorities that will work on that. Nothing is being happening. Johnny, that is going to help the Mother Ghana by saying it. Talk about sea defense. You are the only person who will say it. Talk about some of the ministers who are doing very, very good. Let me be honest with you. Honorable Kodami Takando is doing very, very good. Johnny, the time this honorable man starts visiting some of the hospitals, he brings discipline to some of the hospitals that he has not attained yet, because you don't know when it will be your turn. So he's doing very good. Honorable Okujato Abrakwa is doing likewise very, very good. What about Greek ministry? Johnny, honestly, I'm not seeing any sign. Your man, McCarthy, Unepeko at TDC, also is doing very, very good. We promised about River Rampi, Commander Sugar Factory. Ever since they're almost 5-6 months now, you are not saying anything about that. This is your good friend, Deputy Agric Minister, Dumelo. I never see him uttering any word about his work. So what is happening? John, we beg them. We promise job. Reduction of fare. Me, Johnny, before I bought my fare, I know I pay Sashi. I have my Sashi. I give it to the mate. You cannot tell me to answer. We know the fares already, but people are holding big money. Yeah. You know how much you pay. Just sit in the car and give that coin. If it's 40, give the 40. If it's 70, give 70. You give 10 CD and you are expecting the dollar to give you check. You will not, because they know. So me, how can I complain? I'm enjoying it. So people should use common sense and board the car. Have a good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, my only honorable.
Bright in Abosokai. Good morning.
Yes, sir. None of a Yankopo in Shira Papa, Mammy Tiami Sinyama, our Becca Honorable Michiano Papa. Honorable Alaji Yakondo, Yavesra, John Domani Mama, any appointments committee, yes, Roma, Silla, yes, train confirm, no, yes, Ombomodiano, we be being found. Ushe, Lolly say, yeah. Drivers for any mate for as one year day. Say omun tiloli so and from Magana for no and ya depa because sin na it your mind Ghana mo ye 2 petrol mo pe na drivers for so on babe to lolly mu and then yami adum yanya SSC John Dramani Mama any on our 240 mo abo mo modin amanyoma aba form mo tiloli so and from my passengers na Musi mumpine edenti. Enti yensisa soldier for any police for good room. Na embrum wansa na moye de se fata na. Yenu mo aye wa buso kan. Dollar we dwade na moti. Enti denti na ebesi enne. Musi muntimi nti nioma so e wa buso kan. Emfa ma customer sa omo beton ade wa buso kan. Ana politics na mo ye wa buso kan na. Because enne dollar e 10 cedi. Abratama mukofani omuzi dollar ya 17 series. Nyame adum dollar ya ba 10 cedi. Denti na muntimi amaso emfa ma customers e beton ade.
It's yes, Ramo. Mobo, the answer won't bet me a man or so. Oh, I was so kind.
Thank you.
My customers,
Medasi. You can also call us on 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Good morning. Amen. Oh, yao. Iyo jugbaye domo son.
I would plead with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Anybody listening to my voice, please tell the Omar that we beg him. It shouldn't be business as usual. Look, tie the rod and pour the child. I told you that power, influence, money, authority has expiring date. When you are in power, you do as you please. You think the whole world is under your feet.
Right.
Or when that power is taken from you and given to another, you be seen as, something else. They are behind the wall, making noise, shouting, just making noise. And you see, I will plead with my brothers, the girls, and my sisters. Look, look, you are on national television. Insulting, saying unprintable words. I mean, who on earth?
Sunrise on 3FM, the best in the morning.
And then say those unprintable words.
But I left you. I feel no about misbehave.
No, Johnny, you go and misbehave as a girl, and then it will come. The water will be used to bath all of us. I know one guy in there. This morning, you hear from me. I mean, come on. What's wrong with it? If the law is working, I want the law to work. If the guy is innocent, should be released. If not, the law will take its course. Why should you go and attack a journalist? Why? The guy is just doing his work. This life, power. He has expired it. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny.
Haji, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, my brother. How are you?
I am alive and well, greater than Accra. Talk to me.
Thank God. In fact, this morning, I'm sad. I'm sad, though. But let me first say good morning to Mr. President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, for the good deeds that he have in mind for Ghanaians. And that is why he appointed people like Minta Kandos, the Honorable Kofi Amabua, and then the Energy Minister. Then Brigadier General Paul said, since this man is being announced to be the Kapoha director, my brother, he never sat on his buttons. He's always all over, everywhere, just to make sure that Ghana Port will become the trusted port ever in the whole Africa, where everybody can pass through with their properties. And I know, inshallah, it will happen because we'll support him with prayers. My brother, my worry this morning, the reason why I'm sad, who is Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces in this country? Is it not the President?
The President, that's right.
And today, Hajj Board sat down to see that the Armed Forces Task Force did not go to Hajj this year. It's a very damning problem and a very shameful, disgrace one. This is why I'm telling the President that dissolve this 2025 Hajj Board. You are a comeback. Ghanaians saw that if they bring you back, Mr. President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you will do wonders. And today we've seen what you are doing. We've seen people are appreciating. Things are going well now for people. At least people who cannot afford to buy good rice and eat today, they can buy and eat. That's why you are back. Please bring back Farouk Tanko, Hajj Farouk Tanko, who headed the Hajj Board for 4 years, 2012 to 2016, and we didn't encounter this kind of problem at the Hajj Board. It's very, very, very shameful disgrace. Big men who were given protocol slots, their people couldn't go, including the Armed Forces Task Force. I'm saying this on authority. Go and check. They didn't go. So who is manning the security of Hajj for Ghana this year at Saudi? That is my worry. So I'm appealing to Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Dissolve them. These people, if like you didn't give them any position, they will sit down and be doing you Munafi.
Thank you.
But today you give them, see how they've messed up.
Thank you.
No,
Good morning. Yes, sir. Seshak, Charlie Halby.
Good morning.
Talk to me. Amen.
Yeah. A very special good morning to your team and yourself for the wonderful work you are doing. Johnny.
Yes, sir.
I think yesterday Parliament resumed. Or yesterday. And Speaker Bagwin touched on one or two issues. But you see, the blame game that he's playing is not going to help. You are a Speaker of Parliament. You are in control of Parliament. Are you telling me that just recently they had a safe slip and there was a little bit of innovations over there? You are telling me that you want your members of Parliament to volunteer to bring out the person when you yourself have control and authority over the Parliament? You see, the kind of game is playing. See, now Ghana is wise. We are in the 6th generation. They are telling that it was first generation and half generation. Now we are in 6th generation. So before you think, we are stopped. So you stop playing politics with the issues. It is not going to help. And on the issue of government not reducing the fares, the best way government can be able to ensure that there's price control is when they themselves are also offering the same service to the masses.
Right.
Then that one would help bring down the prices.
Right, a public bus system. Yeah.
You understand?
I get
it. It's not that you allow them to do what they want. They will take over the country and you suffer. So they must ensure that provision of services to the masses, they are also in that business. For government must do business with government.
I get you.
As we are all the time.
I get you. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'm grateful.
good morning, Johnny.
You too, bro. Good morning.
Good morning, Johnny.
Lincoln in Akwetiman. How are you doing?
My good brother?
I'm learning.
Yes.
Talk to me. Yes, sir.
I'm also learning from you.
Yes, sir.
Our mother and our sister, Hajia Hawa, our GRA. We are monitoring her activities when we were in opposition. Now we have power. We are lobbying for her that President Mahama will give her appointment. And custom, Mr. Kwesi Aveme is trying to disturb people in that institution. He should go back to the northern region where he was posted to. Now we will name and shame anybody who tries to bring people down in this administration. Let me move forward and talk about Chairman Untumin's arrest and all that. I believe that due process is being done or taken. The MPP can hold press conference every day. President Akufo-Addo's 8 years, he was using the same people. Today, MPP is complaining about security people wearing masks. Those they recruited, those they sent to Ayabaso West Wagon, when we were told that during that time, they were preventing themselves from mosquito bites. That is why they were wearing masks. The same people are at work today. They are at duty. When they were employing a lot of people into the police service, during their exit, we are using them today because they employ them to come and serve the good people of this country. So they should stop the shout. Rambo style, there is nothing like Rambo style arrest in this country. They introduced it.
I hear you. Okay.
So, my brother, let me hang on this. You see, these people, when you want to go after them with the zeal, the capacity, the strength that you have. There is power in our hands.
It's not a we and them situation, Lincoln. It's building a Ghana. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Good morning.
How are you doing, Johnny?
Onapo.
Johnny.
What's up?
Not too much. What's up with you?
Charlie, I did Ghana. I don't go anywhere.
I know. Johnny, you couldn't have said it better, especially with these traders. And I think I find it difficult to understand the Aboso kind people. You remember anytime NPP is in power, they always reduce their stuff.
That's right.
Yes. So why is it that even those times, the dollar rate will be at where it is?
it hasn't come down. But the moment NPP is in power, because they go yaba, isn't it? And you guys are able to reduce your prices. Today, dollar was from 17, now it's 10. Reduce your prices and just listen to the excuses they are giving. It's ready. So you let me end with it.
Right.
Yes. And those who also say we have old stock. I don't understand them. Because I have been to many shops during the era of the 17 cities cities to $1.
Right.
You'll be at the shop. Ask of the price. Whenever you're about to pay, a call comes in and they'll tell you, oh, this is your man friend, say,
old stock, new price.
It's old stock. But the price changes and it takes effect. You still have old stocks. The dollar rate is down. Reduce it? No, I can't reduce it because it's old stock. Why are we like this? Ghanaians, it's so bad. For example, when you listen to some of the explanations and you sit in the church and you listen to them spewing all these things, you're like, do they have their head on right? It's so bad. And to the MPP, let me ask them, Iyoku, and BNI now is NIB, right? All these institutions, are they located in The Hague?
No, they're here.
So what is all this noise? Or they don't even know that these institutions are even made for them, the politicians. How many ordinary people goes there? How many? And when you do something and you are being investigated or taken there, you see these people marching up. It's both NDC and NPP. I mean, they should stop it because those institutions are not located in The Hague.
Right.
And that doesn't mean you've been convicted.
Okay.
So it's just an investigation. So be there. Just go according to what they want, the information they want. You'll be out. I mean, all these hula balloons doesn't even sit well with me.
I hear you.
Thank you very much.
Anapo. Good morning.
Me papa Alaji Yakondo OT program pa.
Yo, Mate.
And a doctor Sipayanki, a best Roman penny, His Excellency John Dramani Mahasa Papa and Winnibuti. Yes, on penny financial baby no more at Ghana. Open the case here, and Penifone Bubu say, the non catifu and find ya abua mokia.
Hey.
So don't catifo dija abua mokia. Obefini na unya ba akokora His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ebode Ghana the year Ofra Kunyaso no do man sikunko so a ultimus Ghana is progressing in Odema MPP. It's in Katifona His Excellency John Dramani Mahama do no in Oja no Abua your friend say Amoki and a be ran Katifon into making sure say obegi bibia fair no and MPP about better Ghana Kunyaso open the case my mimi say General Hospital ba ko ben no mutimisi origin General Hospital back from CB. Secondary school said His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is in CB. Bonnie, Chrono, a woody, a Jumago, any or mine, a perform, and wedge man on Bay, and the Emrani Woodia. MPP 40 me bones and draw for Ghana Hanum, I and Ramu bones and draw for Central and draw for Edinia, my papa APA Bontiana. Na Ghana yenye ready say ye be sister sa enia man e koso no emra ba bi emra da no emfamra ne na ministers ni nyina obi e bon ho modem mun continue sa na enia man timi koye na o man timi fa ne to ma pamfra nya ni shina.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Ajime Victor from Ketu Constituency, my brother. How are you doing, Johnny?
I'm fine. Oh, God is alive.
Oh, we thank God. I would like to say a very good morning to our Council of State. That is especially thankful. It's doing a human job. May God richly bless you. Mr. Johnny, before I comment, I would like to tell you, the law is the law.
Okay.
Now it has turned to Mahama. You understand?
I don't
So by close of day, you see the city at 9 Ghana City.
Hey.
That is the work of John Mahama. We are resetting.
I see.
Mr. Johnny, you see, it's Shamaun to me above the law.
Nobody is above
Someone
the law.
was destroying our foreign reserve, even Virgin Reserve. He was destroying it. And we heard the former president, Nana Akufo-Addo, that I can tell you, it's nothing Galasi. That the man was destroying our forest, destroying our water bodies. and they are here and they have arrested him. Is he above the law? Is he better than people that they have arrested at Galamsey site? Were we not sure that they have destroyed his Galamsey site? They burned excavators and the staff. See, we are resetting Ghana. Nobody will destroy this Ghana. Nobody. If you are MPP and your leaders are telling you to come out and do what you want to me, you have to be careful. Because the time when he was showing gold on live TV, showing that he has gold and the stuff through Galamsey, nobody cares. So let me tell them that this government, we are resetting, and the resetting will continue. Brother, have a good morning.
Thank you. My final caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please, this is Takura Saddam.
Okay.
This morning I want to talk about something Johnny didn't raise, but I just want to
go ahead, my brother.
Yes, so junior doctors, who we call house officers, started work some 5-7 months ago.
Right.
Unfortunately, they didn't have appointment letters, but we all know how our hospitals are. The big hospitals are hanging on simply because of the house officers we have working in there.
That's correct.
They hold the base.
That's correct.
Okay, so these people have started work until now. They've not received their appointment letters and to wait their salaries. So this is something I would want us to draw the help.
But how were they working if they didn't have financial clearance? How are they working?
Exactly. So that's usually an arrangement the facilities make. So they tell you that, once MDC has posted you to come to, let's say, Konfanochi,
right,
you would have to start within 2 weeks. If not, they will give the slots out.
Right.
Being desperate and ready to serve, these people start work whilst arrangements are being made. This has always been the status quo.
Right.
At this time around, we feel is delaying, and these people have been working on empty stomachs. And same goes with medical officers who have been recently posted.
Okay.
So it's something that I would want the health ministry to look at.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'll do a quick follow-up on that. I'm grateful for this intervention. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you too, and do have a wonderful day.
You too, my brother. And sports is up next. Ikia is here.
Let me respond briefly to the chairperson on the issue of illegal mining. I want to assure him and all of you that Akonta Mining is not engaged in any illegal mining anywhere in Ghana as we speak. Further, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has, through the agency of the Forestry Commission, with the assistance of the military, made the effort to cordon off all 294 sites of forest reserves in the country.